Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekender. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekender. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. Sitting around the house on a Friday afternoon, having a drink and a smoke, thinking of something to do. Then I thought, yeah, I'll ring up a couple of blokes. We'll load the boards in the car and head straight down the coast. It's a joke how we spend most of our lives at work, slugging our guts out for some other jerk, as if it was the only reason we were put on this earth. Either way, this weekend I'm gonna get out of Perth. Don't get me wrong, mate, I love my home turf, but it gets a bit boring with no chicken, no surf. So we'll head down south and go totally berserk. Surf all day and at night we'll drink beer till it hurts, and we'll be chasing some skirting. In case you ain't heard, WA's a great place and the ladies they flirt. Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekend. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekend. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. So we're on the road about an hour out of town, and we pull into this bottle for a carton of Crown. So I rip the slab open and pass a couple around, and turn up the stereo so it's doubly loud. My mate Moose is driving, he's got a permanent frown. Then he pulls the car over and turns the stereo down. So naturally I say, hey mate, what's wrong? Why'd you turn my music down? Why's your face so long? He said, sorry Matty bro, but I'm chafing for bongs, and this is a 3-hour drive and I ain't waiting that long. So you'd better think quick about making a bong. If this is a task you set me, then I'm taking it on. Pull up next to this house here on the side of the road, so I can jump in the yard and steal their garden hose. So we smoked up big, had 6 cones off the bat, so now everybody's happy and we're back on track. I thought to myself, yeah, nice work Matt, but when we reached our destination the surf was flat as a tack. Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekend. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. Let's get out of town for an Aussie weekend. Look around for some surf or end up on a bender. End up in bed with a member of the fair agenda. However it happens, mate, we'll always remember. So we'd head to the local hotel for some beers and that, where I met this chap who said he liked Aussie rap, said he was into downside, hilltop hoods and all that. We went outside for a cypher, he started rapping about gas. I felt like turning around and giving him a slap, so hard it would've knocked off his baseball cap. But I know I've got way more pride than that, so I just went back inside and kept drinking with the lads. Cause quite frankly, 2 wrongs don't make it right, and I didn't feel like having a fight in my phones that night. Couldn't believe I'd run into this hip-hop pretender, but it's bound to happen sometimes on an Aussie weekender. All of a sudden I saw something that made me remember it was a Brazilian girl, all tall, sexy and slender. She was all tanned up, it was the month of December, so I put out this little bit of Portuguese I could remember. She was the hottest chick I'd ever seen, bro. I was like, Il quero fazer amor contigo. She was pretty impressed by the Portuguese that I'd known. We had sex on the beach and our friendship has grown, and we still keep in touch by email to remember the explicit details of this Aussie weekender.
From the red outback to the sands of the shore,